There appears to be a few more doors here. We should check them out.
Yeah, do you guys hear that? I can hear music.
Yeah, I mean, I think Jill put her headphones on, but Wayne could have too. Yeah, Mark, we should check the other doors, but we gotta grab the other two first because we don't really want to leave them sitting alone in the dark any longer, you know?
Haven't you ever watched the zombie movies when they split up? The people that split up tend to get their brains eaten.
I don't know if ghosts eat brains. I mean, I don't really know the rules of ghosts. Does anybody know the rules of ghosts?
I don't either, but
Was that even a ghost we saw?
Yeah, probably. What do you think it was?
I mean, maybe it was a zombie.
Well, then how did it disappear, huh?
I don't know, a ghost zombie. That could exist.
Well, if a zombie eats you, then it's got a physical form. And a ghost, I don't think it's supposed to have a physical form. Although the one upstairs was playing with the balls, so they can affect physical things, but I don't know if they can eat you. Maybe. Anyway, can we just go find Wayne and Jill and then get out of here somehow?
Yeah, okay.
And Lizzie is shining the flashlight around towards the source of music. It's the 1980s, and Boulder City, Nevada is just your average American small town. People enjoy eating at the diner and walking through the parks. Kids hang out at the arcade or the comic shop after school. People are friendly with their neighbors. It's a nice town. Pleasant. Normal. But every town has its quirks, of course, and in Boulder, there's a few things people know not to talk about. The government organization with headquarters just outside of town. The woods that everyone knows you should stay out of. The odd events that happen every once in a while. But there's always a logical explanation. Of course. Always just a misunderstanding that gets cleared up. Nothing to worry about. That's what the adults say, anyway. But the kids know better. Strange things are happening in Boulder, even if the adults don't believe it. Talking birds, dinosaurs, murder, time travel, disappearances, evil robots, just to name a few. And it all seems to tie back to that shadowy organization. So, why not come visit Boulder? See the Hoover Dam, have a milkshake at the diner, chat with the friendly locals. Just keep an eye out for anything strange. It's a nice little town, but better safe than sorry, right? Oh, and please, stay out of the woods.
Well, you see, Jill is sitting on the floor up against the wall, hands clasped over her ears and the earphones, pressing them in. And that's where the sound is coming from, which may, if the people enjoy the music, be identified as Pet Shop Boys. And she just seems to be kind of rocking back and forth against the wall a little bit. Head down.
What do you suppose is wrong with her?
I mean, I guess she's scared. What do you think?
I
Dillon sniffs and...
understand.
What, you're not?
Well... We've seen dinosaurs.
Yeah, but everybody knew dinosaurs were real, right? Like, they were real, and they're not around now. But if you were in the past, it makes sense that there'd be dinosaurs, right? Because everybody knows there were dinosaurs in the past. But not everybody knows that there's ghosts. So, people are going to be more stressed about finding out ghosts are real than stressed about finding out that dinosaurs are real because they already knew dinosaurs were real.
Well... I didn't know dinosaurs were real.
What?
It's not like I'd ever seen one before.
Yeah, that's because they're
Wait.
extinct.
And Dillon walks up to the new
Jill?
girl and using a finger starts to lift the wire holding the wire band holding the headphones.
Jhillian screams. Eyes fly open. She's looking up at the source of whatever's trying to pull the headphones off her head.
And Dillon jumps back with a fright. What the heck?
You scared me.
You scared me!
She'll slide the headphones off and reach down and turn down the music. Is that thing still here? Like, it screamed right in Lizzie's face, and I was right behind her at the time, and I wanted to see things. I wanted to see supernatural stuff, but I didn't, I didn't expect it to be like that.
We don't know where it is, but we didn't find a way out yet either. And where's Wayne? Lizzie's shining the light around.
You see Wayne sitting in the corner next to 4 and 5, like that corner. Sitting in the corner with his eyes closed. Like the I can't see you, you can't see me thing.
Is that him all the way over there?
Yeah.
How did he get past us without us seeing him?
I mean, we went into a room, so it wouldn't be really that hard. Just walk by.
I guess.
Okay, come on, because we gotta go grab Wayne, and then those are the 2 rooms we haven't looked in yet anyway, so maybe one of them has a door that goes out? That would be great.
Mark will walk towards Wayne. Wayne, are you okay?
He nods and he starts to get up.
Oh, alright.
Hey, there's 2 doors that we haven't looked in yet, and the last 2 rooms we didn't find a way out, but there also weren't any ghosts or anything, so it might not be that bad. And Lizzie's gonna try the door to room number 4.
And you can see that it is a smaller room, and there is a large desk with scattered papers upon it, and that is the centerpiece of the room. On the wall is a metal plaque, faded and showing some discoloration from the passage of time. It is scratched rather violently, and it says, "Only through hardship can your peace be attained," and scratched into the wall above it is "Salvation for none."
Salvation for none.
If it's the same person scratching stuff, then they're really angry because upstairs there was the one that said something about no one will be forgiven.
Jillian moves up to stand in between as many people as possible, but she's still starting a bit at every odd sound. She's trying to edge a little closer to Lizzie, who has the light. And if she can see the writing there, is none spelled None or Nun?
Yes. No,
Okay.
None.
Because it seemed very churchy.
And Lizzie is shining the light now over the desk, which has papers scattered across it.
You can
Is
give
it-
me an investigation roll. And sorry, Kelly?
Jillian will just kind of look into the room and kind of look around as the light's being shone and whisper softly, "Zazu?"
Well, I got one success.
Merc will walk up to where the words are written and try and determine what it is written with.
That's what Wayne wanted to do. Wanted to see how deep it was.
Jillian's just looking all around in the corners and stuff for Zazu.
0 successes.
You could push that.
Could if you want
Okay,
to take another
but-
condition. Lizzie is looking over some notes on the desk and sort of frowning. And she says, "We found something upstairs that said something about Mary Rutherford, right?" Silence.
Yeah.
And
Because
Dillon's standing at the door. Yeah,
'Cause-
something like that.
this is talking about a sister Rutherford. So I guess it's probably the same person?
One of the nuns, then.
Yeah, but it sounds like something really bad happened to her. And whoever ran the hospital was mad that it happened, and then it says that they have to deal with the situation to avoid scandal, and she'll need to be cured so that such a disgrace cannot be repeated. It says
Yeah.
they'd send her somewhere away, but the one upstairs said Mary Rutherford had been cited.
Yeah, the torn piece of paper with Mary Rutherford on it. There was unreadable parts of it. Something cited matters or worse.
Yeah, I said something like that. But if they sent her away, then why would they write down that she'd been cited?
She
She
came
come
back
back?
for revenge?
Maybe she was cited first and then it got worse. Wonder what she did. Do you think she killed people?
I don't know why the one upstairs would be talking about her and saying stuff got worse. I don't think she did anything. It sounds like something bad happened to her.
To her sister? Or to Mary Rutherford?
I think they're the same person. I think Mary Rutherford was one of the nuns, because nuns get called sister, right?
Oh, that kind of sister.
Yeah, I think so.
Because it says Sister Rutherford, and you wouldn't call your sister Sister Rutherford.
Thinking back, how old did that apparition look?
It was kind of hard to tell, because, I mean, I didn't really get, like... I don't know how old she was, but she had... She was really... sad. And... I wonder if she died because she got stabbed or something, because she had a cut in her stomach and it was bleeding. I mean...
So we've only come across 2 names so far? Claire Frank and
There's
Mary
a lot of
Rutherford?
names in this case. There was Mary Rutherford, and there was a Claire, and there was a boy's name on a picture. I think it was
Tim?
Timothy. Yeah, Timothy. And there was something about there was a girl named Annabelle and Chester.
Oh yeah, Chester was supposed to be the handsome one.
Yeah, there was a diary or something that said he was handsome and that all the girls liked him. And there's no way to get out in this room either. Well, there's one more door we didn't try, and if there's nothing there, we'll have to try and break the basement door down and get back up, because they in this basement forever.
Oh, right. Your mum's a nurse.
Why are you stealing this out of nowhere?
Well, she works in a hospital. Has she ever seen a ghost?
I don't think so. I mean, she doesn't work in a hospital like this.
Are there ghosts here because it's a religious hospital?
I
I
don't
think
know.
the ghosts are here because something terrible happened here.
They were being experimented on, I think. I mean, there was medical reasons and mental reasons and churches involved and testing and whole
Is
places.
that what
a mess.
that
Dillon?
table was?
Dillon, you got something right, I think.
Wait, what?
My mom's a nurse, and she works with babies. And sometimes if someone's having a baby but it's not working out exactly, then they cut their stomach open.
Ew.
You think that's what happened?
I mean, it's kind of what it looked like, maybe. I mean, I'm not there when they do surgery. My mom's the one who works in the hospital, not me, but isn't that what it would look like?
I guess. I've only read about that procedure. It's the C-section. Was it in the shape of a C?
Why is... I'm
Get a
confused.
good look.
Firstly, I don't know where well, I know where babies come from, but I don't exactly know where babies come from. And how does cutting open somebody? Anyway, I guess your mum's a nurse. She knows. I'm still confused. But why would? So are you saying that this apparition is a baby?
The apparition had a baby. The apparition had a baby cut out of it while it was still alive.
The apparition's not a baby. I said the apparition might have had a baby.
Oh. Right. That makes sense. Really?
Yeah.
Well, maybe she's trying to look for a baby then.
I mean, if you were just looking for your baby, Well, look, if she's a ghost, that means she's dead. And I guess she could be sad if she died and she didn't get to be with her baby, but she's not just sad, she's angry.
Yeah, she was screaming in your face, so.
Yeah, true.
Well, we still have to find more because it's obvious it's not here, whatever it is. I mean, maybe it was something else, like the appendix or something else in the stomach. Or...
I guess it could have been. It's just what Dillon made me think of when he brought up my mum.
Lizzie's mum.
You all seem so calm with this. I know you guys have said you've seen dinosaurs and stuff, but how much stuff have you actually seen that you're...
Talking birds and dinosaurs and a thing that made all the adults in town go stand around it for, what was it, like 3 days or something? And the
You mean
robot that ripped a lady's face off. Is that everything?
We've seen a lot. But I will say, I am not being calm about this. My brain is exploding on the inside.
Well, I mean, my dad believes in ghosts, so it's not like that weird, but I don't like them screaming in my face, and I'd really like to get out of here.
Oh, ghost definitely exists.
Well, I think we probably all have to be on the same page on that now, right?
I'm still kind of hoping it's like holographics or something. Some sort of
Why
future
on
technology.
earth would there be that here?
I don't know. Why were there a time machine in a barn?
That was 'cause Lena had her evil plans and stuff.
Maybe this is some mad scientist's evil plans. We just
We
don't
don't need
know
another
yet.
one of them.
A time machine, too?
Well, that was how we saw the dinosaurs, right?
Oh.
That was a time machine?
Well, it was something.
It was water. It was like a pool.
Kinda, but most
A
pools you
reverse
don't
pool.
go... A reverse? Look,
Mhm.
most pools you don't go into them and then step out the other side and then there's dinosaurs, okay?
Yep, reverse pool. It was upright. You stood in it. You didn't go swimming, but it spat you out the other side.
Just like a pool. Anyway,
I would have thought a reverse pool was just an empty hole in the ground.
It's actually a hill.
okay, well, let's just go see in the other room, because really hoping that there's some kind of a door in there that goes outside, even though that doesn't make any sense because we went down, but I'm being optimistic.
There could be like a storm tunnel or a storm
Sure,
shelter.
yeah, that. Let's go find that.
Fire escape.
Uh-huh. Let's go.
Zazoo!
Do you think your mum's ever cut a baby out?
I mean, probably?
I think he said cut a baby up, which I
No,
doubt.
out!
No, I said cut a baby out of someone else.
That makes more sense.
It's not
Mark
science
just-
class.
Mark just casually horrified when Lizzie's like, probably.
Jillian's feeling suddenly much better with her being scared now that she's seen everybody else go to pieces.
Oh.
That was the baby.
Why was
that
there a
went to
delayed
pieces.
reaction there? All right, Lizzie's walking out
okay.
of the little room with the desk and towards the other door we haven't tried yet.
Wayne is following.
And if she gets there first, she'll open it.
Dim lights flicker, and they illuminate, ever so dully, 4 metal slabs in the center of the room, which look like tables. Each is covered with a dark stain that has dripped onto the floor at some state and hardened. At the rear of the room, there are 20 corpse storage trays with closed metal doors. On the south wall is a chute that leads down, A sheet of paper is attached to the wall. It has been torn, but it does appear to detail the procedure for disposing of bodies down the chute. And there is a door on the far side of the room.
Wayne will go over to the door.
Do you think that's blood?
Wayne shrugs.
Kind of looks like the autopsy tables they have in like TV shows like Quincy.
So I guess it's a morgue or something.
Most places would clean up the blood, I think.
Yeah, but there was that other room that was all covered in blood, and most places wouldn't have that either. I don't think most places have any of this.
Mark will hesitantly approach the blood. Does it look dry or wet?
Oh no, it's whatever it was has dried. Definitely.
Are there drains in the floor?
There are drains in the floor.
Is the chute on the wall?
The chute is on the wall.
Like a laundry chute, except
Yeah.
with a paper saying you put bodies down it. Which most laundry chutes don't have.
I'm
Just the
You
clothes, not the
clearly haven't
body.
seen enough laundry chutes, Emily.
I've seen laundry chutes. I jumped down one.
Did you really?
It was at my cousin's house.
What's the bet? It was to go after something like a raccoon. Oh no, there's a raccoon down there. I gotta go save it.
No. It was just for fun.
Okay. Still, I can imagine that would be fun.
It was just straight down, though. It didn't have like a slide, but luckily there's a big pile of clothes at the bottom.
Still pretty scary.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't they? What? There's instructions here to dispose of bodies. Do you? What?
Like they just throw them down there?
Well, it's not very sanitary.
I mean, neither is leaving blood all over your tables and floor and
What kind of hospital was this? It looks like it wasn't a hospital, but more a torture chamber.
This whole place seems kind of like that.
yeah.
You'd think it would at least go into an incinerator or something.
I guess we don't know where it goes. It might go to an incinerator.
Dillon will open up the chute.
Lizzie's
Yeah,
gonna
jump
shine the light
inside.
on the door that Wayne went over to, because that seems like a more promising exit to
It
her.
looks like a regular door. Yeah, like what you've seen.
I was going to open the door. I was just waiting for people to finish up.
Stairs leading down.
We will go down.
So, what do you think's behind these things?
I don't know.
I
It's dark
mean,
because
dude.
Lizzie's pointing the light that way.
Oh, hang on. Wayne, can you wait? Because now they want to look at something in here. She's yelling
There's
at Wayne to
nothing
stop.
down the chute, and hello, 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 hello.
Well, Wayne is now in a dark staircase.
And
Well, Lizzie's
Dillon,
was asked to shine the light over there, and she's shining it at whatever Dillon was talking about.
and Dillon walks over to the doors in the wall, the big metal doors.
You want to open those?
Like a fridge?
A fridge? Why would you need 20 fridges?
I'll just Dillon will open up one of them.
You can see that it has a tray on rails. The tray itself is very small.
Cool. And Dillon pulls out this tray.
And the actual rails, the full thing comes out about 6 feet, but the tray itself is only about 3 feet by 2 feet.
What's that for?
Small body.
That would be really small. Like,
Sad, yeah.
really, really
Dillon
Oh,
Check
like a
the next one along at the same height.
And it is a 6 foot by 3 foot tray.
that one's bigger. I- kind of actually a relief in a weird way.
And go to the next one.
It's
How
his goal
many?
to open all of them. There's 20.
Oh, there's 20. Up. He'll open up one more.
It is 6 foot by 3 foot.
When Dillon opened the chute, was there any smells coming up from below?
None that stood out. Or no new ones.
If they have a tray that little, well, I know there were kids in the hospital too, but isn't that even too small?
Dillon will walk back over to the tray and jump up and sit on it.
Of course he is.
Props up onto the tray, and he's looking down and swinging down his, looking down at his feet to swing below, and he looks up at the rest of you. He was just about to say something, and his face pauses and changes a shade of color in the dimly lit light of the flash torch as he looks not at you, but something at another spot in the room almost. And
Lizzie's gonna wheel around with the
he lays
flashlight.
down. He pushes the tray, so he slides into the fridge, grabs the edge of the door, and pulls it as hard as he can back towards him, and it slams and locks shut.
What are you doing? Lizzie's
Dillon.
shining.
No, all you can hear is
No, not happening. No, no.
Lizzie's shining the light around the room, looking for whatever is so terrifying.
Well, you hear frantic running as Wayne tries to make his way back up the stairs in complete darkness to see what the hell just happened.
Dillon, there's
Dillon!
not anything here.
What are you doing?
Get back out of there. There's nothing here.
It's gonna kill me.
There's nothing.
Dillon, you got swallowed by the thing.
No, he shoved himself in there.
Guys, she's in the room.
We can't hear you. Look, there's nothing in the room.
We're out here and it's not killing us.
Wayne is going to try opening the door, seeing as I don't think he can lock it from the inside. Or he's going to drag him out.
is it still there?
It is not. As you get, I assume, rolled back out.
And a slap in the head.
What are you doing?
Damn. And he jumps off the tray. You cheesewads didn't see that?
There's nothing here. We looked after you went insane, but there's nothing in the room.
And then you just shut yourself in.
What did you see?
There was this freaky ass shiny lady standing in front of me, but she was angry as all like a beaver, but angry.
Like a beaver.
Shiny? And what do you mean like a beaver?
Well, her hair was all messed up, and she was like a beaver, but angry.
How is she like a beaver?
Messy.
Got a tail? Messy? What are you talking about?
Her hair. Her clothes were all rumply and...
Have you ever seen a beaver?
They're not really like messy. they have short hair and a big long tail, and they swim and they make dams.
Well, imagine a beaver that just gets out of a dam.
Then it's all fur's all slick with water. Was she
So
wet?
They were all wet?
It was like a wet, crazed
Squirrel.
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 Were they wearing something like a white thing? Like was that the apparition we saw earlier?
Like in
I
a
guess not,
hospital
because you
gown?
saw that.
Yeah, her hair was all like wet and like, disgusting. And she was wearing like a white gown, but it wasn't white. It was like white, but not white. Like grey.
Eggshell?
Like off-white?
Like not like if you wore a white shirt for like 2 years.
I've never worn any
Yellow?
shirt for 2 years.
Oh yeah,
I
I've
usually
never done
just
that
wear
either.
them for a day, then wash them.
So dirty.
But she was wearing a white gown, but it wasn't white. And her hair was all matty and wet and
She have
and
a
she had
cut on
this
her
crazed
stomach?
look on her face. And no, I didn't even look at her tummy because her face was crazy.
Did she look the same as the last one? Like, is it the same?
Yeah.
So it's the same one, so...
Dude,
Huh.
she's angry.
I know,
Yeah.
but that's why I said if it was just that she died and she was sad that she didn't get to see the baby, she wouldn't be so mad. So she's mad about something.
Did someone take her baby?
I guess
that-
they could have.
Well, I
That
didn't
was-
take a baby, and it looked like she was angry at me.
But you were in that smaller tray, right?
Oh, maybe this is where her baby was.
You think the baby was dead
Do
too?
you think her baby's down the chute?
I don't know. Well,
Well, she's not here now.
no. The door that Wayne opened looks like it just goes down, which is not what I was hoping, because I was kind of hoping it would go up and out. But, I mean, we still haven't found your cat, so we should probably check downstairs. I really don't want to go downstairs.
One of us climbed down the chute in case the cat's
No!
in there.
You don't want to go down a chute they threw dead bodies down?
If Zazu's gotten out and I find him outside later, I'm going to be really ticked.
Dillon, I don't even know how far it goes down, so if you jumped, you might just die.
Yeah.
Can't see the bottom.
Well, if I could see the bottom. All
No,
right.
we can't.
Shall we take the stairs? This place is giving me the heebie-jeebies.
Yeah.
Wayne will start heading down the stairs.
And it exits after about 30, 40 meters into a passage, which is the last map that is posted. The passage is rough. It looks like basement concrete, but it feels more like dried skin.
Ew.
Ew.
This doesn't feel right.
I don't think any of it does. And I don't mean the wall, I mean just everything.
And I mean, yeah, and I've seen the Return of the Living Dead.
That was a good movie.
Yeah, the zombies running around. Brains.
Please
We want
don't do that
more
right now.
brains.
Well, I doubted there'd be any zombies down here. If there were, they'd be up. They would have been risen ages ago.
Okay, but like, is there a rule about where zombies go? Because they could be down.
Well, in fairness, the zombies were occurred because of a toxic spill by the American military.
Just in that movie, though.
Yeah. Could happen.
With DARPA around, yeah, it could.
We've seen crazier stuff.
Wayne is going to room 3.
I've seen a ghost.
This room has several desks and filing cabinets. The desks are arranged neatly, like a school office. The name Society of Advanced Science and Medicine is on the wall, and there is paper scattered across the floor.
Lizzie, who followed Wayne since he started walking away without a light, is shining the light over the words on the wall.
If it was so advanced, why were they using shock therapy?
It's a lot neater in here than I thought it would be, I guess, because I don't know. And Lizzie moves the flashlight beam from the words on the wall to the scattered papers, and we'll sort of start looking through them.
If Wayne is allowed to, he will start digging through, what do you call that, filing cabinet.
Oh, Jhillian would like to look through the papers as well. Sorry, I was muted.
Okay, anyone who wants to can give me a roll.
2 success for Lizzie.
No
One-
success for
Oh,
me.
One success for Jhillian.
Mark is keeping lookout.
Did you ever see the movie The Fog? That was
yes.
scary.
Yes. I thought that was good.
Found some lists here from, I don't know, it's got a bunch of numbers on it. Public report. Seems to have some official stamps and... Wow. It listed, like, the people that were admitted, I guess?
This form talks about admissions too, but it doesn't seem like that's what they actually mean.
But it doesn't seem that the discharged or cured ones add up to the same.
So, this form says it's not supposed to be seen by the public, and so it looks like if somebody was discharged, they actually got better and they got released. But I think the ones under admissions actually died.
Could that happen? Why would they mark it like that?
Well, it looks like they didn't want anyone to know, I think.
How could they get away with that?
I don't know.
Guess people didn't talk. I mean, if you can control all the information...
But the numbers are really, really, really big. Like, if that's true, then 100,000 people got better and left, but 300,000 people died.
300,000?
Like, how did they even have that many people here?
I mean, it was open for a long time. What, like 40 years?
Do you think that's the total for the whole time it's been open?
I guess it would have to be. It wouldn't be just a short time, because the whole place wouldn't fit that many people.
Could be more than one place.
I guess that's true. If this is a note from the society, maybe they've got other places too, and it was a report for all of them?
Maybe. That's 1,000 people. That's almost like 1,000 people a year. If the 300,000 sum is correct.
I understand why the ghost is angry.
I'm surprised there's not a lot more. Guess we understand why there's a chute for bodies, too.
I think the ghost's angry about more than that, though. The ghost's angry about... I mean, if the ghost knew about that and it wasn't a bad person, it would probably be angry about that, but I think it's angry about something for itself more.
Well, ghosts usually hang around if they've... Yeah, if it was something bad happened.
Well, maybe it's not... Maybe that's not what it means. I might be reading it wrong, and it... I mean, that can't be, right?
I hope not. That's too many to even fathom.
Have you guys ever heard of this society before?
Yeah, actually, I was just thinking that I think somebody was talking about it not all that long ago. Do any of you remember? And she's looking at the other three.
Yeah.
Was that the guy at the comic book store? Did he mention something like that?
Yeah, that's it. He was talking about, he was saying a lot of weird stuff, though, about reptiles or something, but he did say something about it and a mysterious benefactor, and I don't remember everything he said. I didn't really think it was going to be that important, and I guess it is.
Hmm.
He was saying something about how this society existed before DARPA, but then when DARPA was here, it just got kind of absorbed into it, and it was part of DARPA then. But that
So
was a
what?
theory.
DARPA's behind this too?
Well, no, I guess it wouldn't be DARPA was behind it. It would be DARPA took in the people that were behind it, and they joined DARPA.
So they would know all about this then.
I don't know.
Well, the same people who work at DARPA could be the people who did all this.
Well, not the people that work there now, I don't think. This place closed like 20 years ago or something.
20 years ago is not that long on the scale of, like, human life.
I don't
Someone
know,
working here
20
is...
feels like a long time.
Well, if someone was working here when they were, like, 30, and then it got shut down, and they went to DARPA, they could have been working at DARPA for the last 20 years and only be 50 right now.
I guess.
Do you have a good newspaper in this town? Would they be interested in this kind of information?
Well, they might be, but if they tried to publish anything like that, I don't think DARPA would like it very much, and that means it wouldn't get published.
Why does DARPA control everything in town?
I mean, I don't know, but they do a lot of stuff.
Every time that we've tried to tell adults before about the weird stuff going on, they don't want to hear it.
That's pretty usual.
Yeah, there was a guy that got killed, but then they said he was killed by they said he got lost and died in the desert, but he wasn't even that far from the town, so he couldn't have been lost. And then there was something they said was a bird, and I don't remember what it was. A flamingo, they said? There aren't flamingos around here. And everything that happens, they just say some weird thing that's not true, and everyone moves on.
Well, I guess then that we just know that something bad happened here, and it happened on a very big scale.
Guess.
That could be why all that's sad in that room upstairs. It's all
Well,
concentrated up there.
I don't think there's anything else in this room.
Hmm.
And I don't see your cat.
Yeah, he's not in here.
It looks like, there's another door there, though, not the one we came through. And Lizzie's gonna try the door into room number 4.
Wayne will follow.
The room has a large wooden table. It is dark, there are many chairs tipped over, and there is paper scattered around. It looks like a large meeting room.
It's a big table.
Wonder what went on here.
Meetings or something? There's more paper. There's just a lot of paper here.
Mark
Yeah,
will pick up one of the pieces of paper off the table.
Give me a search roll.
Yeah, Jhillian will ask if Dillon can light the candle again that she had, and she'll go look at papers too.
Ooh,
I got
well
3.
done.
You want Dillon to light the candle?
Oh, 0.
Yeah, because you had the matches.
Oh, right, the paper book of matches.
Mhm.
He's so
Paper
hung up
book.
on this book of matches thing.
Hey, whatever keeps it in the mind.
Dillon will pull out his book of matches and slowly and deliberately fold the outside of it up,
Like a magician.
peel off her. He looks at the new girl quizzically, strikes the match, and the match lights up the area, and he lights the candle,
Thank you, Dillon.
pulls it up to his face, and
Burns himself.
Burns his
Lights his
eyebrows
hair on
off.
fire.
lights his hair on fire.
Sorry.
Yeah, thanks. Trying to go for the, hey, I'm tough, and everyone's...
So this one, and she holds up a paper, is, I guess they did join DARPA or something. It just says from the department that they're interested in a new agency that's being formed to work on new technology and investigate the unexplained, and that this society or whatever should consider their offer. So I guess they did join. And then this one, and she's holding up the second paper she picked up, is talking about shutting this place down and why they did it. Because it says that they wouldn't have been able to keep it secret anymore with the number of people that they released. And it says the church may have found the answer they were looking for, but the steps they took to avoid scandal were problematic. The unfortunate incident with Nurse Frank should have been avoided. And it says they could deal with the police, but that reporters would also need to be dealt with. They shut it down because they thought people would start paying attention.
Are there any details about what the incident actually was?
No, it just says the incident. Nurse Frank was the... She got an award, right? It was the one that was behind the filing cabinet, and
Yeah, I think she had a citation.
commendation.
Yeah, that was it. A commendation. Yeah, but that was like, I guess that would have been just before it was shut down.
A commendation in a place like this? Must be a medal for doing so much evil above and beyond everyone else.
But we found a note somewhere that said she was really nice.
Written by who?
I don't know. It said Miss Claire was so nice, and it said the job was really hard for her.
Well, I don't see a cat or a way out in here.
No, but there were more doors out there, right?
Yep, there sure is. As Dillon's voice comes from the next room.
Alright, Lizzie's gonna head back out through the room with the words on the wall and back to the hallway.
Where Dillon is?
Did you find anything?
Nope, just been listening quietly. It's really hard to listen to anything that's trying to sneak up on you with people talking.
Okay.
Sound carries. Must be because of the cold air?
Is it cold down here? So? Not like the ones we've been in that were really cold. I mean, Dillon, I think if a ghost wanted to sneak up on you, you wouldn't hear it.
through, they just appear in front of you. But what about a cat sneaking?
The cat be sneaking up on you.
Good question.
I thought so. Well, did you try that door over there yet? And she's pointing at the one that's the closest to the stairs we came down, which is door number 2.
What's behind door number 2?
I guess we could go to that door.
Okay, well, why don't you open it? I opened the last one.
Wonder why all the doors are closed in this place. And he turns the handle and opens the door.
And on the far side, you can see a chute that empties into a concrete dip in the ground. It is quite stained. There is a quite large cast iron furnace which sits on the far side of the room. The room is quiet and dark, but the wall to your left, opposite of the furnace, is very dimly flickering, as if there was flames in the room causing light.
Where's that light coming from?
I don't know. It kind of looks like if that furnace was on, then you'd see the light from the flames on the wall, but the furnace isn't on.
That's cool, but freaky.
I mean, fire doesn't have ghosts. I don't think.
The furnace has 4 trays that are big enough for a body on each one. The furnace is most definitely cold, but every now and again, just out of the corner of your eye, you think you're catching the look of someone, like a shadow, being put on a tray and pushed into the furnace. And anytime you look at the wall, though, it's just the slight flickering light of a fire. And when you look away, again, you feel like there's a scene happening. And that not all the bodies are not moving. And the room has a smell of ashes and sulfur.
I guess we found out where the chute goes.
Ew, it stinks in here still.
This must be the crematorium.
But look, this is gonna sound weird, but if you look away sort of from the furnace out of the corner of your eye, do you see that?
I've read about something similar.
But it kind of looks like they're putting people in there and burning them, but I know that you burn dead bodies because they get cremated, but I think some of them, I don't know if all of them were dead.
I was gonna talk about the flickering flame, because that's kind of like ghost fire from, like, folklore in the East, but I've never heard of anything like what you're describing.
Yeah, they wouldn't burn live people, would they?
I don't know.
I think we've well established that these people were monsters. I'm not able to say what they will or wouldn't do at this point.
Jhillian wants to move to where that wall is flickering and give it a feel. This wall's actually warm where it seems to be sort of that ghost flickering fire stuff.
It's warm, but Lizzie's gonna touch one of the trays to see if it's warm or cold. This whole thing is cold.
Ghosts are usually cold, I think.
I don't want to stay in here.
Yeah, me either. Zazu!
I really hope he didn't find his way into a furnace or something.
It's not on. It couldn't be on. It's old and it's cold and it's not gonna work.
Then what are we looking at here?
It's like ghost shadows.
Some people think that ghosts are, or haunted houses are, if a place has enough bad stuff happen in it, then it sticks. It all builds up, and then when you go there, you can feel it and you can see it because it just stays. Because it was so terrible. So I guess it's that.
It's like that room upstairs with the blood. Well,
All right,
Jhillian,
Liz, settle down. Take a few deep breaths. We'll get out of the room and we'll go and have a look at one of the other rooms.
I think there's only one left that we didn't look at.
you know, I don't think I checked home first. I just took them at their word.
You believe that... Okay. And Dillon puts his hand to his forehead and rubs it. Okay, we've got one room to check. And if your cat's not in there, we'll go back to your place.
Well, how are we going to get out?
check
The
that.
basement door was locked, and even if we get back upstairs, the front door was locked.
Well, I could try picking it with my knife, and he pulls out his butterfly knife and flicks it around, and the blade flicks open. And...
Or we could try a window.
I gotta see if it would break. Well, let's try the last door.
And it's a metal door with a round opening wheel.
This door is weird.
It's like a submarine hatch thingy.
It looks like one, yeah. But why would they need that in a hospital? Isn't that to keep stuff airtight? Why would they need an airtight door?
Well, they were doing that tuberculosis stuff upstairs.
Should
Guess.
we open it? What if there's some sort of contagion locked away in there?
And wouldn't they put a sign on that? They put a sign on the chute for the bodies. You'd think they'd put a sign on that. There was a sign upstairs about quarantine or something. But
Besides, if they cleaned up the place, they would have removed all those kind of contaminants. Right?
Did they clean up the place?
there's a lot of
Doesn't-
blood left.
Doesn't really seem like it.
Yeah, but all the filing cabinets were mostly empty. There was nothing of value left behind. All the crosses were off the walls.
We don't really have anything else left to try, Mark.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
It's the last place to check, so Jhillian will start trying to tug at the wheel.
Tales from the Loop is produced by Free League Publishing, starring SPG as Wayne, Shadow as Mark, Emily as Lizzie, Raveninsane as Dillon, Ghost as the Storyteller, and introducing Kelly as Jhillian. Music and FX by Sirenscape and Epidemic Sounds. This has been a Crit Fail production. Thanks for listening.